Hey guys, it's Brian here, and thanks for watching this second video about confidence. Last week we talked about shallow confidence, and that's not a negative word, it just means a short-term or short-lived source of confidence. And this week we're talking about deeper, more long-term sources of confidence and how to build confidence. I've done a lot of reading about this. I mentioned the chemicals associated with happiness and confidence. I mentioned them last week: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphins. And we have to understand that most people have a baseline of confidence or happiness, and you usually return to that baseline. You can have moments of increase, happiness and confidence, and decrease, but lots of times you return. And that baseline is different for everybody. Some high, some middle, some low. So this video is talking about how to try and increase or boost confidence, understanding that often you're going to return to that baseline amount. I want to look at three areas in confidence. More of a personal or me area, I call it, where you can impact that source of confidence, and then a shared level where we're interacting with people face to face in the community and that impacting confidence, and then anything beyond that. So let's start with the first level. We're going to dive right into yourself and even right inside yourself. I want you to think about a core inside yourself, almost like a rock. And inside that rock, there's people. And I want you to identify those people, be able to write their names on a piece of paper. Who are the people that are your core? And these are the people that are going to love you no matter what. You lose your job, they're going to be the first person to give you a hug. You know, you're in prison, they're going to come and visit you. You are on your deathbed, and they're going to be there through everything. Those people should be a core source of confidence for you, that no matter where you go in the job interviews, whatever you try, whatever you experience, those people are there no matter what. That's a great source of confidence if you can identify those people. So if we zoom out a bit, we can think about ourselves and what we can control as far as influencing our confidence. One thing is education. Anytime you can get educated, it's going to impact your confidence. I teach at a college, and so many times I have students saying, getting this education, learning these things, it's empowering. And so education is a really good one, and learning in general, listening to audiobooks and podcasts, learning about your own personality. I'll put a link below to take an online survey, just little ways to learn more about yourself that can really impact your confidence. Learning a new skill can impact your confidence as well. These are making food, changing oil in your car, home repairs, learning to communicate better, listen better, play an instrument. All of these things, when you learn something new and it's a skill, it's going to increase your confidence. Getting healthier and stronger is another good one, because lots of times you can gather evidence and prove that you're getting stronger, and that can be a confidence builder. Another one is making corrections. Maybe you haven't thought of this one, but anything that's in your life that you can correct or change for the better, it can be a real confidence builder. If you have things that are left unsaid with people and you address that and say those things and fix those relationships, that can be a confidence builder. Sometimes we worry, we have a nagging worry, and when you can address that worry and fix that, change that, improve that, remove that worry or that stress, that could be a confidence builder as well. The next area is called shared area, and this is just anything beyond yourself, where you're interacting with other people and they're impacting you, and that trade-off can really impact your confidence. So the first thing is just being a helpful person. If I'm helping people in small ways, giving people rides or listening to people, it can increase confidence. When you help people, lots of times you're being relied upon, or people are needing you. And when you follow through with that, it is a confidence builder. And now what's tied with being helpful is actually getting help. And this is it's kind of a flip side of it. And it's sometimes hard for people. It's hard for me to ask for help. Can you help me? Or I need to talk to you. Can I talk to you right now? Being vulnerable like that and asking for help and getting help can be a confidence builder, because you know it's going both ways. You're helping someone else and they're helping you, and it builds a real foundation relationship that can be a real source of confidence for you. Another one is good deeds, and I want to put the word quiet in front of these good deeds. Lots of times when we do good deeds and we talk about it and celebrate it, it sometimes feels cheap or forced. But when I do it quietly and in secret, I'm doing these good deeds, and it becomes part of who I am. It can be a confidence builder. This is the kind of person I am. And it's taking or picking up garbage that you see, or putting carts away at the shopping mall when you see them out. I don't know, writing little friendly notes to people or taking treats to work. It doesn't have to be a big thing, opening the door for somebody, but being someone that does quiet good deeds can be a confidence booster. The last area in this shared topic is food, and I love this topic. I could do a whole video just on food, but it's really important because food is tied to the essence of who we are. You know, we need it every day, and there's so much going on with food and how it impacts us. It can be a real source of confidence. And so I'm talking about things like growing your own food, for example. If I can grow and eat my own food, even if it's just 1 or 2 plants inside your house, it feels good to know where my food comes from, to grow it and eat it myself. Preparing my own food, knowing that I've prepared it in a way that I want, it's a big confidence builder. But probably the best confidence builder is sharing food with other people. Inviting them to come in, sitting down with somebody else, having good conversation while you make food and while you eat that food with people. It develops strong relationships and can be a big source of confidence. So the last area is the beyond. This is anything beyond face-to-face or community interactions. It's anything beyond that. These are big topics. Generosity could be one, right? When I'm generous, sometimes I know who I'm giving to, but lots of times the money that I give can impact more on a global scale, and so it's in the beyond category. You can also put yourself in this beyond category. Who am I in the largest possible way? What makes up the very fabric of my being? What's the purpose for me being here? What's the direction for my life? Lots of people will have a mantra or a motto that they live by. I think the easiest way to figure this out is to think in terms of values. What do I value? What values make up who I am? And then if I can strengthen those values, this is how I want to live, this is who I want to be, it can be a real big confidence booster. These are values like, love. I want to be a loving person, a kind person, an encourager. Maybe you want to be a quiet helper or a servant, kind of on the side. Maybe you want to be very giving or sharing person. You could just be a peaceful person that spreads peace. Any value, whatever it is, you can tap into that and identify that, and it can be a real confidence booster. For many people, spirituality fits into this beyond category as well. So this is me understanding that my self-worth, my self-confidence is sourced in something beyond me. It's almost, the source of it is almost an eternal or long-lasting source, and when I tap into that higher power or that higher calling, and I live towards that higher calling, it can be a very strong source of self-confidence. In that same vein, you can say, I'm living towards a global citizenship, understanding that the way I live could impact on a global scale, or thinking, the way I live should work for all people. And if we all lived in this way, the world will be a better place. And if I can work towards that and tap into those higher calling or that higher way to live on a global scale, it can increase self-confidence as well. There's lots to think about there. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you found a nugget of truth or encouragement, and we'll talk to you more next week.